In this video, we're going to show why this Marvel Rivals player never died, or this Star-Lord player never died. So let's get into it. It's going to be an amazing game. I literally didn't die once, and I got the most of limbs in the match. So let's see what happens here. So there, we're actually trying to duel the Star-Lord, and we almost got him, but his healers got to him before we could, and they saved him. He had a little tick of health. We're going top right here. And we're going to try to go for a little flank. We see our Spider-Man, and we're going in on this healer here. We use the walls as cover and trying to get a little bit of damage here, get them to turn around. We baited them in here. They left, but now we find a Rocket Raccoon. And Star-Lord is there again. We find this healing bubble here, Cloak and Dagger's healing bubble, so we go to it. We're trying to just pressure the Squirrel Girl a little bit because we don't want her to just be uncontested, because that means she's going to get really fast ult charge. She's going to farm, she's going to get kills, and she's going to get her ultimate all the time. So we actually took her out. So there is our first official elim of the game. We're waiting here so they can't see us behind this wall. Here we're going to get this Magneto here. We saw he's low. And we're using this bus as cover, letting our team push, trying to get angles here, viewing third-party kind of angles here so we can see what's going on. It looks like our team is actually gonna, they don't have a problem pushing the payload. So we're trying to get these angles, trying to go on some nice, cool, cheeky flanks here. And just like that, not the best. I kind of messed up my jets there. I almost died. That was actually probably one of the times I almost died because I mispressed a button there for my jets. So here we're going in pretty deep. So I saw that there's not much I could do there, right? Like, you can't always see where you're going. So you have to position the camera so that you can see, what's going on here. Interesting. Even though I had my ult, I attacked them first to get him to half health, and then I used my ability to kill him. But then there with Psylocke, we actually got some headshots, and we just killed her with normal gunfire. So here, again, you see how we're getting these angles we're covered, so they can't see us for the most part. Yeah, they don't know that we're there most of the time, probably all the time. Maybe they did some of the time later on, but here we're just kind of seeing what we can do. It's really important to, be able to see before you pop ults and do things like that. Perfect. So did we get him? Let's see. So there we got 3 in that ult. When we came out of the ult, we finished him off, but the ult still enabled us to get him low, right? It's like a similar principle, like whether it's the ult that gets them low and then you finish them off with I don't know, I gotta figure out what that move is called. It's like the spinny move, I call it. But I think your positioning is really, really important here, right? Like, you use your jets just like that to kind of go from place to place and then walk and look. And why do we walk? We walk because we let it regenerate. See? There, I just let my jets regenerate. We want to have full jets here. And there, we take out the Star-Lord by cutting him off from the health pack. Here, we're getting an angle where it's like we're safe all the way in the back, and it's like, see that? Where we have cover. Very important stuff. Maybe I can get him here. No, I couldn't get him. So that was interesting. Sometimes I think it's very valuable to strafe while flying away in an irregular pattern, right? Because if you do that, it can help you more. So yeah, you definitely want to break this, even though that probably signaled to them where I was. I'm waiting. I'm looking. I'm going in pretty deep here. She sees me, so I just went back. I just said, you know what? I don't need the ult charge. I don't need to just, blindly just, go in there and farm my ult. I'm just looking for opportunities, looking where I can pressure and cut people off. And this is all right. I mean, I didn't get a lot there, but we did damage the Rocket's ultimate ability, the amplifier. Okay, let's see here. Squirrel Girl in the back. Can I get her? Maybe. No. I went in pretty deep there, but my healers actually had me, which was fantastic. That's not always the case, but luck. This is a diamond lobby, right? So it's a higher level lobby than most games. So typically you will get that, but you actually even in diamond lobbies don't always get that, which is crazy to me. You're gonna get the rocket, get the squirrel girl. All right, get that character, and here we're just gonna put damage into this venom. Hopefully we can get him down a lot. I do have max sensitivity, so I mean, I would say I like that for maneuverability. So there we go. So we finished the first round. We didn't die. And at the end, you'll see the stats, right? You'll see all the stats. Here we're waiting. Like, you see this angle here. I'm able to look to see if they're coming up the stairs. It's one of the only ways you can come up, or where I'm standing there. So here, why do we do that? Because one, we are able to get a kill there, or help secure that kill. We didn't get the final blow, but again, we're changing up our angle. So you don't always want to be in the same spot because that makes you predictable, right? So here, again, we help secure the Groot kill. So we didn't get the final blow, but it doesn't matter. You want to, it's a lot better to, even if you can solo people one-on-one and all that, and that's great, it's usually a lot better to help, have your teammates help. So, and this is nice because there's a Loki there, and they don't even see that Loki, right? So if they don't see him just standing there in the window, they're probably not going to look for me. Groot sees me here. I'm kind of low, so I'm going to go get this health pack real quick. All right, Psylocke, Groot. Well, let's get back up here on the high ground so we can get a nice angle. Captain America will come up here, I think. All right, trying to get... So that's pretty good. We actually, in that particular, as we were running, we farmed 3 people for damage, which is good because we almost have our ult. We're at 96%, on the bottom right, 97, 98. On the bottom right of the screen there, 99, and we have 100. So what we're going to do here is go up. I don't need the extra 6% health. Time is more important here. I'm watching them. There we go. 2. Can we get 3? No, she ran away. Cloak and Dagger ran away. But we got 2 there. I mean, did we need to do that since Psylocke was ulting? I didn't know she was going to ult, but it doesn't really matter since we did secure 2 kills and they were staggered, right? So those people would have they have to wait for their other teammates to come out, and typically they don't, right? People are very frustrated because the entire game long, look at this, we're just farming them. Now Spider-Man went in and took out 2, so they're constantly staggered. What does that mean? That there's only 2 or 3 or 4 of them fighting us, an entire team of 6 at one time, and they're very frustrated because they want to progress, they want to move forward, but they can't. So here, as you can see, now he's staggered even more. So now it's like lambs to a slaughter kind of thing. Like, just like that, we're always fighting with numbers in our advantage. I'm back to 50% all charge. And here I'm just waiting. So use the jets to maneuver around. So there's Groot. He's looking around. He's attacking someone else. His attention is elsewhere. Right? And here we got our health. Get a little bit of all charge here. And this is really interesting strafing there, like with those hiding behind those pillars as I ran away or went backwards was really good. So constantly going back to places where you can get cover and coverage, right? Well, like if there's no tank, well, those pillars are now my tank because they actually can't be destroyed and the damage gets absorbed by anything. So here, oh, I almost died here. Are they going to get me? Let's see here. Okay, so the spawn change, they finally got the first point. Up there in the top right, you can see a number 1. It was at 0. So 3 is all 3 points, right? So we got 3 points with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. Let's see what he does here. He went to look for me and then he just ran away. It was a waste of his time. Nice. So we got one. I should have went on that Groot sooner. I probably could have killed him. I wanted the rocket though because he's healing him, so the damage I'm doing is not great. You want to deal with the tanks last because if you start with them first, like they just absorb everything, right? I'm already at 30% to another alt though. The nice thing there though is like, I got 40% alt charge just because Groot wouldn't die and he stayed alive, right? So that did work out in the long run. Maybe not initially, but yeah, like they're still staggered, right? They're constantly staggered. So Spider-Man got a kill over there. We actually got some headshots there from a far distance, which is good. You can see there though, no tracking, right? Because I have to manually do the tracking for the most part because I'm on high sensitivity on controller. So, ooh, that was risky. Woohoo! 85%. So there we helped the Psylocke do damage, right? So we see her attacking the group, and we basically amp up her damage by, adding our own damage. So you can get a Rocket Raccoon amplifier ultimate, but you can also get that similar effect if two people are attacking the same targets at the same time all the time, right? It's probably even more if you do it that way. But that's a manual thing and a timing thing, and it's more difficult to achieve. But that is, you'd be surprised, but that is probably the best way to deal with it, right? So here we can get one. Can we get her? Yeah, we got two. We got magic. And here, this is kind of risky. I don't know if I can survive this. Let's see. Oh my god, 37 health, dude. Wow, that was the closest I was to death. But I'm walking back because I want the jets to regenerate. There's on the right-hand side in the middle of the screen. There we got the rocket rejuvenation. Wow, that was risky. That was risky. So flanking, pressure from behind, still going back towards this wall because that wall won't break. It's like a tank, right? Even though it's just a wall. So there we go. Going to the left side, constantly changing position, constantly maneuvering around. And I think that's it. That's all she wrote. 34 elims, the most in the lobby, never died, actually, which is crazy. 16,000 damage. So we were going for staying alive, creating value, and just trying to get the most amount of value possible. And it's great that this guy got the MVP. Thanks for watching.